What's up, guys? I'm Ashley Docking from the Fantasy Sports Network here for Hot Roster Now. There's 3 games on the NBA slate tonight as the end of the basketball glory days slowly creep up on us. I, for one, am going to miss having basketball to go home to every single night. But there is no time to wallow. There are matches to dissect and angry comments for you to leave below. So let's get started. We're going to start with DeAndre Jordan as a 1.5-point favorite tonight over Marc Gasol. The Clippers hosting the Jazz and Memphis on the road in San Antonio. From where I'm sitting, there ain't nothing wrong with a little grit and grind tonight. Do I think Memphis is going to win? No. But do I think they're playing with an inexplicable confidence that led PJ Tucker to take a step back corner jumper last night and be able to look himself in the mirror this morning? Yes. As a result, Gasol's multi-category impact will be enough for him to take down Jordan as the underdog in this one. He's shooting threes like he's Stephen Curry. He's hitting from the foul line like he's Kyle Korver. And if Gasol can rebound tonight, well, like DeAndre Jordan, this will be a gimme as far as I'm concerned. Up next, I foresee a different fate for Jordan's teammate, Chris Paul. He's a 1-point favorite over Kawhi Leonard, and I think he can do it, you guys. This is really where I expect you to get really pissed at me. Leonard had a great game Saturday for sure. 43 points, 7 threes, 2 of which came as he scored 8 of his team's 12 overtime points. But my point is, he's clutch. I agree with you. Leonard gets the ball in tough situations, but I think that the time for the Spurs to allow the Grizz to think that they can hang has come to an end, which means a bit less of a burden for antifreeze. Plus, the 10 threes that he attempted last game are certainly not the norm. Leonard's only taken double-digit attempts from beyond the arc 1 other time this season and 3 times over the past 3 years. As for Paul, he's been everything that no one wanted to give him credit for this series. Despite the fact that the Clippers took bookended losses to the Jazz in this best of 7, he's been great. And with Game 5 tonight and LA's future uncertain, I think that this year Paul feels a little extra urgency to get his team over the second round hump. Paul is averaging close to 10 points per game more than the regular season, and he's the only starting point guard with at least 10 assists in every game this postseason. That's some data you can rely on. Now, let's go over-unders here, and we're going to start with the big dogs. All season, it's been James Harden versus Russell Westbrook. The good news is you don't need to guess who's going to have the better game tonight. You just need to figure out if both will play up to their potential, something that James Harden most certainly did not do in Game 4. He got about halfway to the 45.5 line that he's pegged for tonight. Harden also went 0 for 7 from beyond the arc, but luckily has a supporting cast that could pick up the slack when he's in a rut, which has put the Rockets in a position to close out this series tonight. I think they do it, and I think it's in large part to Harden this time, but his turnovers, my lord, 21 over the past 3 games, and I think that holds him back for going for his 45 points, so you got to go under on this one. The same goes for Russell Westbrook tonight. His line is at 56.5. There's no way that he hits 56.5. We have seen that Russ does what he wants when he wants, and as his slogan literally spells out for you, why not? We have also seen that a triple-double is possible in the first half, but I just don't think that night is going to be tonight. The Rockets are going to win this one, and the Brody stat line is going to come closer to his stat line in Game 1. 34 minutes, 20 points, 10 assists, and a couple of boards, plus numerous trademark turnovers. Add a ton of sour-faced gifts from the bench, and that's all you're going to get from Westbrook in this one. You have to go under. Finally, Derek Favors. Can he get over 20.5 hot roster points? Well, in most cases, you'd think that coming off the bench and playing less minutes would be much worse from a fantasy perspective. However, Norman Powell Favors is not. Returning to his natural habitat, emerging from the pine to have a game and a half in just 24 minutes. Of course, sans Gordon Hayward, but it still gives me hope for the often injured forward. I say Derek covers, and may the odds be ever in your favor tonight. I am so sorry that I just said that out loud. All right, now that you've listened to me and are thinking, great, I'd love to get in on this action, but what's Hot Roster? Well, you can simply go to HotRoster.com and and find out. It's like no other fantasy game you've ever played. Then for more help on how to win, tune into the Fantasy Sports Network at 4:30 p.m. and watch Hot Roster Today featuring Gary and Thorne and Cam Stewart. You can also catch it on Game TV at 6:30 p.m. for all the analysis and entertainment you could ask for. For Hot Roster Now, I'm Ashley Docking, and we'll see you next time.